everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now on our last episode, making an EVA foam Clawshot part 1, you saw us get most of the bulk of the body of this thing put together. We got the whole tunnel assembly built with our hand grip on the inside, our cuff piece. Super easy, everything went down great. A lot of work and a lot more work to come, which brings us to now. In this episode, making an EVA foam Clawshot part 2, we are going to finish the build on this thing. We're going to get the claws built and the 3 braces that hold the claws. We're going to come in and get this cool, big, chunky, cartoony chain link wrapped around here. We're going to get this little scrolly detail on here, and it's going to be just as easy as episode 1. A lot of work, but not hard. You can totally nail this. So, if you're ready to hit it, let's make something. Now, I'm not a fan of how open this is on the back, but that's how the image is. We might come in and wing it. I might come in and put another piece right in here just to give it a little bit more support. I think we're going to do that. No. All right, what we did is we took a piece of foam and we bent it. Let's see, we bent it around here to test out kind of how long we wanted it, which we've got, and we cut angled cuts here on the end so it matches up, and now we transferred that piece over to here. And what we did was, because we want these angles right here to match up, we used our template that we threw away to come in and draw our edges over here and over here. So this should work. All right, and we want it 2.5 inches high, the cuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to cut this off just like this. Now this piece on the end needs to be cut on a really extreme angle, so we're going to come in and we're going to spin it around just like this. All right, that's pretty close. Let's do the same thing on this side. All right, looks like our angle is going to be correct over here and over here, but what is not going to be correct is our curve. We drew our template the wrong way, this way instead. So if this was how we did it, then this is how we want to follow the curve the other way. All right, that should work. All right, you gotta be careful too. You don't want this knife getting away from you on an angle like this. That would not be good. All right, let's try that. All right, there we go. Now the curve is on the inside. Oh, look at that. It lines right up. That's going to spin around to this side, and it's going to line right up on there. All right, so now we're going to come in just like that. Okay. 4 things going on, right? So flush with here, flush with here. This needs to be pushed in, and we want to set back in from the edge a little bit, okay? So here we go. There is where we want to be, right there, and right there, and right there. All right, there we go. Check that out. We've got the edge right here, and we've got the edge right here, and now we're going to bend this, because see right here, see the curve? How this curve is sharper than this gradual curve. We can fix that by pushing this together, and look what it does. It makes the curve match perfectly. So what we're going to do when this sets up is we're going to come in here, we're going to get some super glue down in here, and we're going to squeeze these together and make contact. So this curve is going to be the same shape as this curve. All right, we're going to use our piece of foam. We're going to get total coverage down in there. Total coverage. All right, now we're going to hold it right there. All right, look at that. Hot dog, look at that thing. Good golly, we've got the perfect curve on here now. Matches up with this curve. It's attached down here. We've got the little slight overhang here and here. We've got tight ends. Man, is that nice. All right, now we're gonna do these big, giant, kind of chain link pieces. Big and chunky. We've got a 4mm, and we're gonna stick this 6mm to it because that's how thick we want these. And then we've got a lot of curves on here, so what we're probably gonna do is we'll do this whole thing on the scroll saw. So we're gonna go ahead and stick these together. All right, there we go. Let it dry and then we'll stick it. All right, there we go. Look at that. Nice. That's as thick as we wanted these. Now we're going to go over to the scroll saw and we're going to have at it. All right, now we went ahead and we're gonna do each one of these inner pieces one at a time. We're gonna unhook the blade, slip it through the hole, reconnect the blade, and cut it out. And we're gonna do it for all of them. All right, there we go. That's simple. All right, check that out. Man, love the scroll saw. We are going to get our dust mask on, we're gonna get our Dremel out, and we are going to round off the edges of this chain. All right, there we go. Look at that. We've got the outside rounded and the inside on the whole chain. Nice. Now we're gonna go through this piece and do the same thing. All right, there we go. We've got all the edges rounded off, inside and outside. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put a little bit on the link. Just like that. And we're going to come into the center right here. Hold it down while it bonds. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to use the super glue. We're going to go one link at a time. And we're going to go all the way around our piece. All right. That's it. See that? We're attached. Now hold it down while it bonds. Got the chain all the way around there, really jamming. All right, here we go. We're gonna come around. We're gonna stick right in the center. All right, that's it. We're anchored, and now we're gonna go one piece at a time. We're gonna come in. That's it. All right, so we're going to get a little bit on the side and on the bottom. All right, because we want the bottom to make contact and we want the side to make contact. There we go. All right, we're going to make those two connect right there in the middle so it's stuck down to the actual base, and it's stuck down to the other link. Yeah, that is some big giant chain link right there. Okay, now for this detail that's going to run around the cuff. It's got this scrolly pattern, which is right here, so we cut it out with an X-Acto knife, a little bit of a pain in the butt, and then we transferred it over to our really thin foam, our 2mm, and we're going to cut that out, and then just like that. Perfect. Now we're just going to keep going. Pretty cool, man. Check that out. And we're just going to wrap it around. All right, we're anchored, and we are anchored. Sweet. Now we're just going to keep going all the way around the whole thing. Perfect. Let's line that edge up now. All right, you almost can't see that at all. Mighty tight, mighty tight. Look at that. 2-inch chunk of foam. Look at that. Bam. All right, now we're going to use this to do our 3 claw details, just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut each of these out separately, and then we're going to do 2 cuts for each one. We'll do the cut on one side, and then we'll roll it over, and we'll draw a second pattern on the side, and we'll cut that out on all 3. All right, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. 3 perfect pieces. All right, there we go. There's all 3 pieces. We're going to take this over to the bandsaw, and we're going to knock these out. Now, we'll go over to the scroll saw, and we'll knock this out. That is crazy. All right, that is roughed out. Now we're going to do it to the other 2 as well. All right, there we go. Look at that, man. 3 of them. You saw how we did it. We did the cut this way first, then we rolled it over sideways, and we went through the scroll saw for this side. Now, dust mask on. Dremel ready. We're going to start rounding all the edges of this off. Okay, so we rounded the edges here, and then we carved out in here and in here, and then these 2 spots. That is pretty cool, man. That's it right there. All right, now we're going to come in with the 220 sanding stick, and we're going to get all these edges that we just wailed on, and we're going to smooth them out a little bit. We're going to come in with the 320. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to get our heat gun out. And we are going to tighten this foam up. That smoothed the foam out, tightened the surface, glossed it over a little bit. Look at that crazy thing, man. Wow. All right, now we got to do that 2 more times. Holy cow, that took a long time. I'm sweating. I've got junk all over me, all over the table, all over the shop. It's time to take 5. Woo! Get some water, open the garage door, get everything out of here, clean up, and then get back to it. Keep a clean shop. All right, here's all the pieces that we have to build our little pieces that are going to connect from our hooks onto the body of our Clawshot. We've got 4 millimeters, 10, and 12. We're going to straight up at a 90 degree, just like that. We got 6 of these 10 millimeter pieces, just like that. And now because we want really sharp points and we want flat edges, we are going to knock these out on the bandsaw real quick. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to stick these to both sides like that. All right, because we want it that thick. All right, there we go. Give it a minute or two. We'll stick those together, and then we'll do the other side. Just like that. All right, see that? Smooth there and smooth there. The rest is not so critical because we're going to be cutting it out, but that is the part that we really wanted right on the money. All right, now we're going to be coming in with this piece, and we're going to be cutting this out. Okay, now since we've got these scrolly little patterns on here, that must mean we're going to go to the scroll saw. All right, there we go. Perfect, man. That is really nice. Okay. All right, we're going to come in here. We're going to cut outside of our Sharpie mark. All right, just like that. All right, now we've got our 6 circles cut out. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them on the end here and here, just like that. Cool. That's nice. Let's move them out of the way. We're going to come in with our Dremel and we're going to soften this edge up. All right, there we go. Got a soft, rounded off edge. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, now we're going to come in and we're going to attach these all to the edges. Really nice. Now, what we're going to do first, though, let's soften our edge. All right, there we go. Slightly rounded off edges. All right, now we're going to come in. Stick that one on. Really cool. All right, let's stick them on those now. All right, now we're going to take our sharpened brass tube and a 4 millimeter piece of foam. Super glue down. Get right in the center like that. All right, perfect. Look at that. That's the little detail we want. All right, now we're just going to do that on the other 5 sides here. All right, now we're going to come in with our little brackets like this. Perfect. All right, now we've got our other marks right there. Down here into the center of this piece. Beautiful. Now let's get the third one on there. All right, there we go. Holy cow, this thing is getting insane. Wow. All right. All right, now we're gonna start to stick these on each of these brackets. But what we want to do first is we want to mark the center like that. All right, there we go. We've got all of our marks made. So that we need to have the tips of the claws touch. Got this one held in place right now. All right, and then we've got from here to here. Okay, there's one on that side. Here. We're going to let them dry, and then we're going to stick them on there. Mark. Perfect. And we're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to bring the tips in. So let's make a mark on this last one. Right here and right here. Attach our third claw. All right, now for this we can easily come in with super glue. All right, right there. Pinch that together, and we're going to hold it while it bonds. Perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to come over here and we're going to hold them together like that until they bond. Okay, we've got a bunch of squeeze out here, but it's all right. Smear it around with an extra piece of foam. And what the heck? Get the heck out of here. Look at this, man. Crazy. There we go. That's right. That is some claws in your face right there. Look at that thing, man. Nice. The big chain link on there, the little scroll detail. 3 big, giant, crazy sculpted claws. All right, man, what can I say? With that last detail, sticking those claws together, that brings the build portion of our Zelda Clawshot to a close. Yeah, that was it. Completely built. You saw how easy that was. And fun, man. This thing is super fun. We got the chain put on, we got the little scroll detail on here. We finished the whole front end of this thing with the claws and the braces, and you saw the monster dremeling that we did for the claws. But not hard, man. Totally easy. A lot of work, but not hard. And the chain, that was really cool too, how we cut that out over on the machine over there and then wrapped it, rounded the edges. Really cool stuff. So there you go. That completes the build on the Clawshot. So that concludes making an EVA foam Clawshot part 2. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.